And esteemed colleagues, a few days ago, I was in a lively discussion with a young woman. She posed, "Does my vote even matter?" I answered yes. If politics seems slow and complex, every vote does count. Democracy is a process, a change that takes time and effort. Yet her feelings need to be recognized by us all, as they represent many young voters, and I would add many parts of our society. Her questions challenge our understanding of the strains of disillusionment, such as what has happened, the global financial crisis which triggered downturns, breeding inequalities and undermining our welfare systems, eroding trust in our institutions. Our vast wealth and technological capacities, yet a bleak outlook for generations to come, for jobs to climate crisis, deep frustration and anger. The recent pandemic, which highlighted the rapid online spread of conspiracy theories, increasing public confusion, distrust in mainstream media and scientific process. The war against Ukraine intensified disinformation campaigns, external actors like Russia aiming at swaying public opinion, undermining democratic processes. While globalization has reduced poverty in some regions, it has splintered our society's cohesion, magnified disparities, and exacerbated political corruption, undermining the rule of law. It has also concentrated wealth and power, which distorts political influence and the integrity of our democratic institutions. These challenges, from multilateral crisis and geopolitical conflicts to concerns about artificial intelligence and environmental issues, have fostered a profound sense of vulnerability, injustice, and powerlessness among our citizens. And this poses a dilemma about the quality of our politics, of our democratic governance. In social media, it is the volume of traffic that is measured for you to become a successful influencer, not the destination of your travel. In our voting systems, we have developed elaborate techniques to influence our voters, but less so to develop an understanding of where we want to go. In our economies, we measure the volume of our GDP. As Robert F. Kennedy said before he was assassinated, this does not allow us to measure the health of our children, the quality of their education, or the joy of their play. It does not include the beauty of our poetry or the strength of our marriages, the intelligence of our public debate, or the integrity of our public officials. It measures neither our wit nor our courage, neither our wisdom or our learning, neither our compassion nor our devotion to our country. It measures everything, in short, except that which makes life worthwhile. Dear colleagues, we are challenged to rethink the quality of our democratic procedures. It's too easy, when fear and uncertainty reigns, to freeze up, to close up, to hide behind our national symbols or authoritarian saviors. This, in the end, is a sign of weakness, of lack of confidence in our societies and in our peoples. Instead, in people we need to trust, not every 4 years, but every day. Free our political imagination and tap into the collective knowledge and capacity our societies have. Create the spaces of democratic dialogue, debate, and mutually attained goals and solutions. This report is not a prescription. It's a challenge to imagine a more engaged, a more active society and citizenship, expanding our political ecosystem with innovative, inclusive methods where citizens are at the heart of decision-making. Participatory and deliberative democracy are not simply techniques to be applied in mechanistic ways. They are a way of thinking, an attitude, an expanding democratic culture which seeks practical pathways that can revitalize our institutions, restore faith in democratic process, allowing citizens to be agents of their future. To truly harness the wisdom of our citizens, we must create spaces where innovative ideas can flourish, where dialogue is not just encouraged, but structured in a way that bridges the gap between scientific expertise and public understanding. Learning from Tartu, Estonia, a pioneer of implementing participatory budgeting, or Porto Alegre in Brazil, or Ireland when it deliberated on abortion, or France on climate, we can imagine a new branch of government, a deliberative branch, harnessing the wisdom of our citizens, dedicated to ongoing and structured dialogue between experts and citizens. As mandated in the Reykjavik conclusions, we propose a bold reimagining of our democratic processes. Adopt participatory and deliberative democracy processes at all levels. Allocate the necessary financial, technical, and human resources. Harness digital tools such as artificial intelligence responsibly for the common good, creating democratic spaces for citizens' participation. And of course, so crucial, we need to emphasize education. Participation, democratic participation, and education go hand in hand. And our schools are more for creating skills for some jobs that may not exist, and much less for creating citizens that have to be actively involved in decision-making and understanding the challenges we have ahead of us. Let us therefore commit to these transformative steps, building flourishing societies, fostering an environment where democratic institutions are not only respected, but are resilient and responsive to the unprecedented challenges on the one hand, and also the needs that the society, our youth, our women, our minorities, our citizens all around Europe and all over the world we want to serve. Thank you very much.